Sports Minutes with Ziaul Raushan.
Money FM 89.3. It's time for Sports Minutes with me, Ziaul Raushan. Now, the brand new season is almost upon us with the Community Shield now just days away and the SPL kickoff to follow soon after. And you know what a brand new season means, right? It means brand new signings, brand new kits, brand new boots, and brand new motivation. But what would brand new heights look like for a team like the Lion City Sailors, who achieved so much last campaign? Well, to tell us more, I'm in the company of a man who played a pivotal role in the Sailors' successes, Hami Syahin. Hami, a huge welcome to the show. How are you doing, and how was your off-season break?
Hi Roshan, thank you for having me in the studio. I had a good break with my family, a well-deserved one after probably 14-15 months of playing last season. So I very much look forward to having my off-season with my family. And I'm ready to go again for this coming year.
Yeah, last season was an extra long season, I can imagine. So I understand what you mean about the break. But in a blink of an eye, we're going to start a new season. The Sailors obviously have a brand new Adidas kit. But they're not the only one sporting Adidas, because next season you've signed up for Adidas as well. You must be excited to be part of such an illustrious brand.
Yeah, definitely. Partnering with Adidas is not only like in football. It somehow boosts my confidence in my lifestyle and everything. And Adidas has always been supporting me in giving the latest pair of boots and to make sure that I'll be able to train confidently. And I'm very happy to be partnering with Adidas.
Can I ask you, who's your favourite Adidas ambassador? You cannot say Haris Harun, huh?
If not Haris Harun, then Shawwal Anwar.
Okay, I thought you would say David Beckham, Lionel Messi, but okay, support local,
locals,
right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what is your weapon of choice for this season? What's the boot you've gone for?
I chose F50 because I'm looking for a boot that will make me more confident and fearless on the pitch, and F50 made me do it, And also besides that, I always look for something that's comfortable, and F50 it's known for its speed, and I'm not much of a speed player, but I try to make up with that with F50, and also it somehow gives me the touch, that feeling, especially when I wear F50. So I'm looking forward to wear during the game days and throughout the season.
Thank you for telling me how the boot makes you feel. For me, eye test wise, it looks chantik, and I think that's important as well, right? Speaking of looking the part, Adidas have obviously signed up this partnership with the Golden Rule as well, and you are sporting a fresh trim. How important is it for a player? I see they cut hair every 1 week almost. How important is it to look good while playing good?
I think if you look confident, if you feel confident, you will display that on the pitch as well, And also having TGR on board is like supporting locals, like you said in the previous segment. And we always have players like Haris, Shawwal, and a few other local players supporting TGR, and it's always nice to be able to have my haircut with them. Yep.
Yeah, and I recently had my haircut at the Golden Rule. First time ever, I must say. It's quite the experience. Listeners, I urge you to check out that partnership. Hami, we have to talk football, and you talk about the season starting soon. You are excited to go. Community Shield is looming large. Big kickoff is this Saturday at the Jurong East Stadium. How's the prep coming along with the team?
This pre-season is tough, for us sailors. We have been having a double session in Thailand every day without fail, and somehow give us the mentally prep us, to go against whatever that comes our way this year. And we have a few new addition of players, and I'm really looking forward to play with them. We have like Anderson Lopez, C, and also especially Safwan. I'm really looking forward to play with them and learning as much as I can from them, with having their past experience in Europe, in Malaysia. So I'm looking forward.
I want to talk to you about tactics and all that Ranko is doing to prep the team, but let's talk about the stars that the Sailors have assembled. We thought, okay, last season Sailors achieved so much, they might relax a bit this year, but no, it's been completely opposite. The Sailors have gone out and signed absolute stars. Yeah. What's it like training with them week in, week out?
It's tough, definitely. The first thing, you will have competition every week in training. But on the positive side, for me, I'm a midfielder and I play with C. Like for these past 2-3 weeks, I already learned a few things from him, And seeing him reminded me of Paul Pogba.
Wow.
His shooting, his how he drives the ball forward. So it benefits me also at playing alongside with him. Yeah.
I must say, I saw the YouTube highlights of C in Dengue when he was signing as well. And I can take the comparison to Paul Pogba. Before we talk about C, let's talk about Safwan.
Yeah.
I'm particularly excited that Safwan, who is, in my opinion, Singapore's best defender, has now joined Singapore's best footballing project. As a friend of Safwan, I'm sure, how pleased is he to now be part of the Sailors project?
It's definitely a great addition, because he gives the composure, the stability at the back, and he reads the game very well. And having him back at home is always good, And for me, I feel that he's the missing puzzle, if I can say, in the defense line. And also, we know that he can play in the midfield. He can give that versatility, So yeah, we are all pleased to have him in Lion City Sailors, and we feel that he's already part of us for quite some time already. Yeah.
Safwan clearly can do everything on the pitch, but singing not so much.
Can be better.
Let's talk about the foreign additions, and that is Cian Dengue and Anderson Lopez. Both arrived with such big CVs, right? I know you say it means you train harder, you compete harder.
Yeah.
But as a local, how do you feel when such quality foreigners come in and obviously are competing for minutes?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, like I mentioned a few times. But, we are professionals. We always want the best for the team. And having these kind of players in the same position especially, you know that in this industry, you have to always give your best. And, for me, my philosophy is I just give my best and let Allah do the rest, So, yeah, I believe in giving everything out there on the pitch and just let the coach decide whoever plays. Yeah.
Speaking of giving everything on the pitch, last season we saw you at fullback, we saw you at centre mid, sometimes both positions in one game as well, because I feel you got 3 lungs. But you talk about giving your best, right? Do you feel offering that versatility will then give you a better chance of making the starting 11?
Depends on your form in that season also. But having that versatility definitely gives you an inch of benefit. You know that you can be called upon anywhere, whenever you are needed. So for me, last season, I just do whatever I can to help the team. Because at the end of the day, we want the best for the team. We want Lion City Sailors to be out there. So whenever I'm called upon being a right back or centre mid, I just do my best, and hopefully somehow last season it worked out. Yeah.
Let's talk about last season. It worked out. Put results, put trophies aside, right? That's enough headlines with that. With Hami, you seem to unlock a certain level last season. Why do you think it clicked?
I think first of all, the guidance from my teammates. We have Haris, Bailey at the back. Especially when I'm playing right back, it's a new position for me. So I definitely had needed time to cope and to adapt to that position. So I had Bailey, I had Lionel even to guide me along. And they always told me that always believe in yourself. No matter what you do, even if you make errors, we are always there to cover you, to support you. So just play your normal game, and yeah, that's what I did. And yeah,
Hami, I alluded to it in the introduction earlier, right? Brand new season, brand new ambition. But how do the Sailors top what they did last year? I mean, apart from winning ACL2, how do they top it? What has been said internally by Coach Renko in terms of goals for the season?
He said that this season will be tougher, having only 21 games in SPL. So the margin of error is very small. And also, every team will come at us, even in the friendlies in Thailand, they play against us like as if it's a real game, So yeah, that's why he said every team will try to bring us down and everything. So it will be tougher this season, but the goals are definitely we want to win everything locally, and for ACL to make it in the final and to win it will be a bonus again.
And you haven't even mentioned the Shopee Cup. There's that big tie against JDT coming along. You must be excited to compete against JDT, who I dare say are Southeast Asia's top 3 teams at least.
True. It's definitely gonna be an experience for me, playing against them. Even though I've played against them a few times. But it's always friendlies and everything. But now it's the real game, it's the real test. So we are excited, to see how we fare against them, and I'm sure it's gonna be a good game. Yep.
And in September you have 2 Causeway derbies, I recall, because Singapore play Malaysia, LCS play JDT as well. So your passport better stand by already. I want to ask you this: you talk about the Sailors, the star power they have, right? Is it right for fans to expect the Sailors not just to be effective, but to be attractive next season?
Definitely, because we have Anderson Lopez, that guy has already bring flair into the team. He's a Brazilian, and even in training, you can see that nutmegs and that skills coming from him, So yeah, hopefully we'll display an attractive football style, But all in all, I think as long as we achieve our goals and everything, it'll be fine. Yeah.
I think that's why you're one of Ranko's favourite players, because when he was sitting in that seat, he told me it's all about winning. Everything else is just additional. I want to ask you this. A lot of Singaporeans now, right, with Thai League kicking off soon as well, are playing in Thailand now.
Yep.
Hami, is the Sailors the end game for you because you feel you are competing at the highest level with the best possible facilities, or do you envision trying yourself out abroad as well?
Personally, I would like to see myself playing abroad, but for me, I have to factor a few things. I have a wife, a kid, so playing abroad at this point of time, it may be hard, but I'm still if the right offers come, I will never say no to that kind of offer. But even in Sailors, it's already playing like in overseas. You already have a lot of foreigners, even in the coaching department. So I somehow feel like I'm already abroad, and also the level of the expectations we have in Lions D Sailors is incredibly high. You expect success, and it's not easy to be in Lions D Sailors like what people thought. So yeah, I'm thankful to be part of Lions D Sailors, and thanks to them that I'm the player that I am today. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's put Sailors aside for a while and talk about Singapore. I talked about how well you did for Sailors last season. You did brilliantly for Singapore as well. Quick shout out perhaps to Coach Ogura, who has since departed, but obviously you played some of your best football in red for him.
Yeah, definitely. Coach Ugura, I could say he's a soft guy. He always comes to you, talk to you. He tries his best to interact with the players. And sometimes in football, things may never go your way. Results doesn't go your way. But he always believe in his philosophy, in his style of football. And he will make sure that every new players that come to the national team will have the same understanding of what he wants to play. So I think that's good, because he makes sure that everyone is on the same page. And I definitely miss him, but hopefully he's on to a new greater heights. Yeah.
Yeah, he's telling a lot of players I speak to, even off the record, they talk about Ogura being such a father figure in that sense. I want to try and understand the player perspective here. I mean, we talk about you being now an important part of the national team under Ogura, right? Yeah. But suddenly Ogura's not there. We are looking for a new national team coach. Gavin is interim coach. How does that make you feel in terms of certainty? Like, do you almost feel like, my spot is secure because I've done well? Or do you feel like, ground zero again?
No, you always need to have that mindset that you start from scratch. Whatever be it in club or in national team. For me, whoever is the coach, I always need to do my best to prove that I can play. I can give something, some benefits into the team. So that's what I believe, and whatever I do, like I say, I always give my best, and don't be complacent or be overconfident because in any time you can just lose that opportunity or lose that
the spark.
Yeah, you have to give your best in everything you do every time.
No, I love that. Hami, before this conversation, I was in no doubt about your ability, but your attitude has really shined through in this. You talk about giving your best, right? Singapore is going to need you at your best, because in September we play Malaysia. We have a closed door friendly, and then there's 2 big games against India in the Asian Cup qualifiers. I want to ask you this because Haris, Safwan, Izwan are so-called, I'm going to use the word again, veterans. They've been there, and this might be their last chance. I did a bit of research before this interview. There's a class of 99 for Singapore as well. There's you, there's Iksan, there's Shah Shahiran.
I'm 98.
Okay.
I'm 98.
I take that. I take that. Wikipedia clearly needs to change. But anyway, between you, Iksan and Shah, are you guys ready to so-called take on the mantle and the responsibility? Because not too distant future, it's time for Haris and Safwan to pass on the mantle, right? Are you boys ready?
We always feel that we are ready, but we definitely need that guidance still, from Haris, Safwan. They've been through a lot, and you can never overlook their experience, the type of games they play. It's for us, we are not that experienced, for me, Shah, Iksan. But I think if we are we are given the opportunity to lead or to control the national team, we are somehow ready. But as of now, we will take in as much learning experience from Haris, from Safwan, Izwan even, to make sure that we are fully ready lah to take over the national team. Yeah, but having played with Shah and Iksan under 23s and everything, so I think three of us have the understanding between each other, and we are always giving our best.
And speaking of being ready, the search is ongoing, right, for the national team manager. You've played for a few national team managers. As a player, what is one thing that you look for in a national team manager that you don't look for in your club manager?
In national team manager, I think to understand the culture in Singapore. For example, you take someone from Europe, they may not understand the culture in Asia or in Singapore football. So it's definitely tough if you have someone that don't understand the culture here in Singapore, because we ASEAN players don't work the same as European players. So that's what I look forward. But other than that, it's always the same. The tactical part, that's all part of the coach's plan. Yeah, but in terms of the understanding the culture and the players, so that's what I look forward for in the national team coach.
Thanks for that, Hami. Maybe the decision makers might listen to that. I have one final question for you to round up this interview. Complete this sentence for me. In the 2025-26 season, I want to be remembered for.
Is it a quick fire or no?
Doesn't have to be a quick fire. I have all day.
25-26, I want to be remembered for
goals, minutes, assists.
To be a creative player.
All right, Hami, I hope you go out and achieve those dreams. I hope the listeners are pushing you along. Can't wait to see the team in action. All the best for the season ahead. Hami Syahin, thank you so much for speaking to me.
Thank you, Raushan.
Sports Minutes on Money FM 89.3.